Hi guys, Matt from the Big River here. Got an order of fish to unbox this week, and before we get into that, I got another box here. It has my name on it. Let's see what's in the box. It's not fish, it is t-shirts. Actually, these are polos. Wow, those are really nice. This is from Seachem. Remember, I've been bragging about going over to see them guys over in Georgia. They got their headquarters there. They did this big platinum training back in March, if I remember right. Barry and I went, got educated. They said they'd send us some shirts, and sure enough, aha! There's one with my name on it. Oh man, these are fantastic. Absolutely love it when we get t-shirts. Barry, have you seen this?
Yeah,
Wait a second.
I have one.
Did you already go through my box?
I did, I got excited.
Okay. Well, I can't really blame you there. I'm pretty excited too. Looks like we got another type of t-shirt. We're gonna all be decked out in our Seachem stuff. You hear us talking about it all the time. Seachem is a wonderful company. They make great products up and down the line. They've got a very wonderful dechlorinator, but all the way from that to all your reef additives and your plant line, the Flourish line. Also, don't miss their Aqua Vitro line. They do really great premium line of products for both planted and for your reef line in their Aqua Vitro. Look at this. We got more. We have a plaque. I've got a plaque. It's got my name on it. I am educated. Did you see these?
Yeah,
Oh.
I got one. It's
Hey,
this one.
yours is bigger than mine.
But it's for the store.
Oh, that's right. Well, let's get on to some, excuse me, let's get on to some fish. And we're back, and here we go with fish. Lots of fish this week. Got a nice order of, actually got a bunch of discus in this order. Let's see what comes out of the box. First thing up is some very nice tetras. These are red top or red cap moon tetras. Came in about twice the size they did last time. Fantastic looking fish. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish. More tetras. Tetras for the Tetra Special, of course. Neon tetras, large. Gotta have those guys. We do 4 more, get 25% off on all our schooling fish, which is a good time to take advantage because we've had a little bit of an increase on a couple of those guys. Coolie loaches, banded coolie loaches, lots and lots of different types of them. That particular, what was the name on those again? As if anybody cares, but those are Pangio semicincita. There you go. That's bad Latin for today. I should do a segment, bad Latin. All right, next up we have more bad Latin, Geophagus spheni. Spheni earth eaters, those are a cichlid, of course. Most of your earth eaters are pretty easy going. There's a few of them that are a little more predaceous. Those are not one of them. Let's see, more tetras for the Tetra Special. These are marble hatchets. Like we had one of them didn't make the, maybe one of them didn't make the trip, but mostly they look real good. Marble hatchets are a top fish. I like to see them right at the top. Cardinal tetras, gotta have those guys. Another batch for the Tetra Special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. Oh, did I mention you have to subscribe to the channel, which if you're watching this, you probably already have. Next up are Lima tridens. I wasn't seeing what they were. I read the label because I couldn't see what they were. Lima tridens are a type of live bear. They get a little orange patch on their top fin. Really fun little unusual live bear. Speaking of live bears, here's some more guppies. These are green lace guppies. Got a couple different batches of male guppies and some female guppies should be on this order. More tetras, rummy nose tetra. Gotta have them. Look great in your planted tank or otherwise. Have to have rummy nose tetras. Get 4 more. Get yourself the biggest school on the block. You can say, I've got the rummy school. Who's got the biggest rummy school, you think? Yeah, we typically have 30 or 40 of them at a time. Filament whiptail. Very, very fun fish. Let's see if I can see him in there. Could you see him? There he is. Filament whiptail. That's his Lametichthys, not Rhinoloricaria, or Loricaria. That's the other one we'll see him. Very fun. We should have 2 of those guys. Great. A whole bunch of benthos restock. I forgot to say that. When we talk about benthos, that's your bottom fish. Speaking of which, here's a gold leprecanthus. That is an L172A or a golden leopard pleco. So lots and lots of plecos and catfish on this order. Keep your eye out for more of those. Here is Pork chop rasbora in a totally different direction. A rasbora, not a tetra. Usually that indicates from Asia versus from Africa or South America. Now there's little differences. A pork chop is a version of a harlequin. Well, they're different than a harlequin, but they look the same. Let's see. These are an unusual tetra. Herod Schultze, or Hypritz Overcon Herod Schultze, red crystal tetra. I've had people ask me for these. They're kind of on the spendy side for a tetra. I got a dozen of them in there. I think I might put them in my little planted tank, my 65-gallon little planted tank that I'm putting together. Very, very neat fish. Galaxy Ottos, not just your regular old Otto, but black with white spots is your Galaxy Otto. Great for brown algae. Kind of a cool, unusual Otto type. Dwarf petricoli, when we're talking about benthos, these are one of my favorite bottom fish. That's Synodontis lucipennis, the dwarf petricoli they'll call those, which means they only get about 2 to 3 inches and fit in just about any kind of tank. Another cool catfish. This is a red lizard whiptail cat. Rhinoloricaria species, they'll say, an L10A sometimes they'll call them. Red lizard whiptails, just the name makes me happy. But they get about 4 inches. They get males with a bunch of adenoids or spikies on their fins. Very, very neat little whiptail type catfish. Here's one of those discus I promised you. This is blue turquoise, they're saying. How you doing there, buddy? A little ticked off in the bag, but I think he'll be okay. And last in this box, but not this order, Cominados, more catfish. Cominados, of course, one of your pound-for-pound best choices for brown algae. Great for your planting tank. Put that there. Here's a lid to go with. You can put that on top of that box if you like. I'll pop this up here. So I can do it without making it fall. Yeah. Not even quite halfway through this order yet. I better pick it up. We're going to be here all day. Oh, cool. This is a type of Prosciotus, or a flagtail Prosciotus. There's actually several different species of these. Usually we get a different species. It starts with a T. There's a couple of them. But this one is laticeps. They just ship under the same common name. A little bit of difference in the color of the tail. Sometimes it's more yellow, sometimes more pink, sometimes more salmon colored. Really depends on the individual species and the individual. Giant tetras is what those are. They can get 2 feet. This is a totally different type of bottom fish. This is batik or zodiac loach. These guys, I think, are absolutely gorgeous. They look like they got the spots floating on a gold background. Very pretty little loach. Not particularly ornery and not particularly big. Nicer version of a loach. Blue velvet shrimp. Gotta have shrimp, and we have a ton. Huge restock last week. This week we just added some blues. We'll add more next week and the next week and the next week because we sell a lot of shrimp here. Narrow wedge rasbora, that's the Hengeli. Hengelis and the Epsies are versions of the harlequin. A little smaller fish usually. Very popular again in the planted tank or even shrimp tanks because they have small mouths. Next up we have a mosaic hillstream loach, or a brown mosaic hillstream loach. Sold out last week. I got in a batch and everybody liked them, so we got in more. Why not? Nice alternative to like a reticulated, which has been one of our most popular fish here for years. Laredo cory. They're like a high-finned version. They look a lot like an Anthropersonatus with a high fin on them. Very, very fun cory. Corys are a favorite around here. You know, I always say he who dies with the most corys wins, but I don't know, maybe this discus could argue. This is, of course, a pigeon checkerboard discus with a full pattern. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish. Should have a couple of those in here. Here's more corys, because, you know, he who dies with the most corys will win, and this is the false bandit, or the Malini cory. We may have some metes over there. I also have Sands corys, all very similar. This is a, I can't see which one it says, blue snakeskin. I know it's a discus, but which variety? We got lots of varieties this week. Blue snakeskins to go along with the blue turquoise. Apparently we don't have more than one of any of the one types in any one box here, just to make it interesting. All right, next up we have another box of fish. Here, have a look. First out of the box is another discus, imagine. And that is a white tiger turquoise. White tiger turquoise is a fantastic version of some nice 3-inch fish. They call these 3 inches, but man, I gotta say they're gotta be 3.5. This guy looks almost 4 inches. checkerboard again, fantastic discus. Biggest restock on discus we've done in a really, really long time. Why? We sold out, that's why. So I gotta have some more to sell. Blue snakeskin discus, so that's the second one of those. Got no discus in here? No, one more discus. What are you? Oh, you're a big pleco. This is a Starry Night pleco. I've had one of these before. I don't remember when we had it, but this is an L59 Starry Night, even bigger than last time. Black with little white spots, I believe. That's why they call them a Starry Night. Again, it's been a really long time since I've seen one of those that I can remember. Or maybe I just can't remember. Sometimes my memory goes away. Red Hook Silver Dollar. These are little guys. I got a couple big guys over there. I've got some nice little guys at a little better price point than the big guys. Remember, huge fish. They are a tetra, but they will get not this big, not that big, but maybe that big. So big fish. I don't know what that prosciutto is. Here is a gold nugget pleco, not any old gold nugget. This is an Erie 177 or L177 gold nugget pleco. Next is roseline sharks. Restock on those guys. Gotta have them. Love the roseline shark. They're my favorite alternative to any of the other types of sharks that are popular in the industry. Bright red nose, and I love the spool. Usually don't cause trouble in a tank. Another hatchet type. These are platinum hatchets. Nice big size on these guys. Platinum hatchets will sit right at the top of your tank, and watch them. They will fly right away. Remember, they are a tetra, so they are on the tetra special. Buy 4 more, get 25% off. If you subscribe to this channel, which you've all done, right? I know some of you guys watch on Facebook, and that's great too. We have a wide variety of viewers around the country on different platforms, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Filament whiptail catfish. This is number 2. You can see that one a little bit better than the other one. What a cool fish. There's a lot of types of whiptails. A lot of them go under the same common name. That is one of them. Bumblebee puffers, or South American or Peruvian puffers. Restock on those guys. Got a couple of them over there. Still in season, so we brought in some more. Fantastic little fish. Another discus. That looks like a red melon. Nope, that's a yellow melon. Got it. Get it right, man. Yellow melon's going to be more of an orange-yellow color versus the very bright red on a red melon. Sometimes they're a little washed out when they get here. This is another yellow melon. I see you looking at them, Ivan. Let's see. Here's guppies. I promised you females, and here they are. These are assorted female guppies. Nice little group of those guys, or gals. Let's see. Guppies again. It's neon blue guppies, or blue neon guppies, if you go by what the bag says. Nice blue tail on those. More guppies. They call this a leopard tail for obvious reasons. Gotta like those. So nice restock on guppies. Got quite a few in stock now. Another discus. Who are you? This is another white tiger turquoise. And one more discus in this box. That's one more blue turquoise discus. The last box of freshwater here. Gotta be something good. Actually, I kind of know it's gotta be good, because it is. This is what I've been waiting for. This is Corydorus Pantanal. Hopefully we got some mixed pairs in here. I'm seeing females for sure. Got any males in there? Yeah, I'll have to get them out of the bag and see if they color up different. I can't see males in there right now. They're calling the reticulated Pantanal Cory. Kind of ridiculously expensive, I have to admit, but I saw them and I had to have them, because, you know, as I say, he who has the most corys wins. And that is a dream fish right there. Corydorus Pantanal. Pantanalius or something like that. Anyway, Pantanal Cory. Let's see, red melon discus. A little different than the yellow melon, that was more orangey. And another discus, that's another red melon. Looks like it's a little washed out, not a surprise. And what are you? You are a pleco. This is a golden cloud L48 pleco. Should have a couple more plecos in here too. Let's see. Yes, indeed. That is another gold nugget pleco, but this is the L18, a more common version of a gold nugget pleco. Neon blue rasbora. Got to have something for the nano isle, and these are fantastic. We call them the micro Sundandario goblinus is the name on those, and I just love that they have goblin in their name, so always have to have them. This is a cool type of coolie loach. They call them a silver coolie or a green coolie. Look more like a pink coolie in the bag, but long snake-like little dudes. Totally cool little snaky type of coolie loach. Monsters, gotta have monsters. This is a silver arowana, another one of those guys. Remember, if you get into an arowana, that fish is going to be 3 to 4 feet full size. Going to need an absolute giant tank, but very rewarding if you do the work. White cloud mountain minnow is the last fish on the freshwater order. Those oftentimes get stuck in planted tanks because they'll do the cool waters just fine. Also, smallmouth, so typically won't eat your shrimp, which is a plus. And the last box. This is Saltwater. New vendor I'm trying out. They have tank bred clownfish and then some sustainably caught and quarantined specialty fish otherwise. Let's see what we get. This is black BRP. Well, I may have to grab the invoice to remember what's what because we had some really cool guys. That's not it. Let's see, BRP. What do you think a BRP is? Yeah, I might have to spend some time with it. What we got was a bunch of different oscillarises. We got snowflake black, fancy snowflakes, Darwin blacks, sunset mocha, vivid fancies. Those would be a regular type, but a little more fancy. Black storms, fire tomato, which is actually a hybrid, and then we also got a pair of chocolate dominoes and a pair of absolute zero frostbites. So frostbite absolute zeros. Let's see. Not a clownfish. This is a trigger. Of course, you know that is a huma huma nuka nuka pua, or a huma Picasso trigger, and that was from that sustainable quarantine group. So hopefully they turn out as nice. This is one of those vivids. They said it was a large vivid and gorgeous, gorgeous fish. There's Nemo at his best, and really affordable on that guy for as big and beautiful it is. That's another one. Here is that sunset mocha we talked about. Kind of same size with a little bit of a mocha appearance. Oh, fire tomato, very cool. Price on those guys was not much for such a bright and beautiful little fish. And another vivid. We got 6 of those because the price was ridiculous, and why not? Fancy snow, it says. And sure enough, we got those fun pattern on the inside. Looks like everybody's doing good in the bag there. Let's see, black snow. I wonder if I just misread that first bag. I'll figure it out. Sunset mocha times 2. That's the next one. Black storms. Those guys were a little more expensive. A couple of these guys were just a little more on the pricey range. But you know, we wanted to give it a try, so we did. Because that's what I do, what I want. That's another vivid. Very beautiful. A lot of clowns in this order, like I said, but also I've got some dispar anthias. These guys are tank raised. They didn't say tank bred, they said tank raised and quarantine and eating. We've got 3 of those guys. Fantastic looking little anthias there. Oh, more clowns. It's an absolute zero pair. Looks like they actually did those as a bonded pair, I believe. So fantastic on that. That guy got a little bit flat, but he's fine. That's another one of those vivids. More clowns. There's a vivid. Here's chocolate domino pair. Wow, look at you guys. Very cool. All right. Kind of like that. Sent me a sample of some food I got to try. We'll get to that. What's in the big bag? Oh, wow, that's cool. This is, again, one of the sustainable, listed as tank raised, but it said it was quarantined. So they call this a manila puffer, or a white line puffer. very cool animal, very nice size, and very excited to see that. Here's another big tang, Lieutenant Tang. We've had a smaller version of this guy, but this guy is on sale 4 to 4 3/4 inch, and I'm going to say, yep, that looks like 4 inches. Beautiful Lieutenant Tang. Wow, nice sized Kleiner butterfly. Looks like he's spinning in the bag a little bit. Hopefully he changes his mind on that. Maybe it's just from being picked up. Kleiner butterfly, nice size. Kleiners are a particularly hardy butterfly species that's really good at eating aptasia. That's another one of those dispar anthias. Kleiners are a really good choice for cleaning up your reef. They're reef safe and really great for picking at aptasia. So got a couple of frags in here. These guys are tank propagated frags. We had a Leptisora in there and a 3-pack of blastos. And tell me which kinds, and maybe they'll break out what they sent us. But you know, blasto, how can you go wrong with that? So some fun frags, and that's finally it for this week's order, guys. Thanks for hanging in there.